Uh, bow, 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 bow. I actually can't believe how much mana regen I lost through. I'm pretty sure it was just my amulet that had mana regen on it that I changed.
Approach, challenger.
I'm not sure if this build's gonna be able to rush into T16s though. We'll see. Maybe I'll get a few more upgrades and it'll be enough, but we take forever to get our spell suppress according to the guide. I decided to go for it early because I don't know. Melee crit multi. Alright. Guess we didn't have to. I guess we did pick up some items. Oh, actually, you know what I just remembered? So, a better suppressed gloves, but it's missing. What do mine have? Yeah, mine have Chaos and Lightning Res. What do these roll up to 10%? Not that I'd ever waste a Divine on them. I'm gonna save these just in case I really need the Dex and Suppress, and if I can sacrifice all the other resistances and shit. Or, like, if I somehow farm Harvest enough to get a remove, add life, maybe. I could maybe remove the life regen and add life itself, and then... yeah, I don't know. Maybe something like that. But I need to remember this finished while I was gone, so we need to keep it going. I'm so bad about keeping it full. What's up, Bombo? How's it going? Nice, nice. Get any goodies while I was gone? Anything exciting happen? Oh, I just asked if you got anything exciting while I was gone. Any cool drops, anything fun happen? Nah, if you Divine, gonna slam 2 more chests together in a bit. Nice. I got a Divine earlier. Nice to have a few in case you do need to do any, like, multi-modding or anything like that. Any metacrafting. The build's going good. Honestly, like, I'm a little floppier than I want to be, but I also have a lot of defensive layers to get. It's just, I think it's gonna take more work than I hoped. And T16 maps might be... I might need to farm a bit to do the T16 maps. I don't think it's gonna be, like, my RF character that just kind of progressed, like, to T16s without interruptions. I might have to farm lower tiers to get some gear first. We'll see. Gonna work my way there, but... Teaching yourself Harvest again for the self-sufficient crafting on League Start. Yeah, I'm tempted to do Harvest instead of Essence this time for this character, because I feel like Harvest re-rolling is going to be more efficient to try to spam for suppression on gear. Like, obviously using the tree and everything as well, but... T14 still good. Yeah, I'm gonna go as high as I can without, like, because I obviously still want to level and everything, so as long as I'm not dying. I also might just have to play safe. Like, I have a really fast way to play if I'm tanky enough to do it. Basically, here I can do it and try not to die. I can Frost Blink, place Totem, Frost Blink, place Totem, Frost Blink, place Totem, and just kind of zoom around the area. But the problem is, that means I'm Frost Blinking into the enemies, and sometimes I take a hit or two, and, like that. Like, I can do that kind of thing, and just really zoom through. But I gotta be tanky enough to do it. So... Yeah, Life Fracture and Chaos spamming is so good. Yeah. Per map, you get like 1k-ish, no investment. That's awesome. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna do that. I'm a good build for Harvest too, at least in my opinion. It's a good build. I can just place my totems and then haul ass to the other side of the arena if I need to. And they'll just frickin' blast everything for me. Essences are nice, but it's so random what you get. Obviously, it's a little random what kind of juice you get, but... But yeah, I think Harvest crafting is just, in general, gonna be better this time. And then worst case, we throw essences on another tree if we find ourselves, like, really needing some later on. Aw, god damn it. Yeah, can't guarantee getting all empties, yeah. I got this body armor, but it's at that point where it's not 6-link, and it's good. I need suppress, life, and mana. And it has 2 suffixes to be able to craft on, like a resist and then maybe slam something. But the problem is it's, like, not quite good enough that I want to bother 6-linking it. So it's like, I'm in that really weird situation where I'm just holding on to it now and see if I can get something better. Yeah, not 6-linked enough to fusing. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. But we're in T8 maps. We've already done a couple of our T10s. I was trying to naturally make it to T10s before I really, just to try to, you know, make it kind of a natural progression. But I decided to cave in and use some of the maps you gave me at T10 to get, I needed a T10 map to get the Avoid Chill craft. And then I also went and did the Immune to Freeze. Because I died to freeze, because I could have set up a freeze remove flask, but I literally sat there and watched, what was it? I think it was because of the ores. The one ores that spawns the tornadoes, a freeze tornado just spawned on me and just sat there the whole time. And I died. I literally just watched my character die because there was like nothing I could do because I didn't have a freeze remove flask or immunity to freeze, but I decided to jump the line a little bit and get my freeze immune. Yeah, I'm still at the point where I really like the playstyle. It's just, getting to some of these higher tier maps, I'm having some random deaths. I went from, like, no deaths on this character to, like, 4 deaths today. Although, part of it's my fault, too, because I roll rippy mods. I rolled, like, extra damage as Chaos, and I'm -4 Chaos res. So, you know. That was my fault. I have died a couple times trying to get out of towers today. It's like a wombo combo of me spamming Frostblink to try to get out, and a random mob hit me. A random mob hits me, and the blast goes off at the same time, and I just fall over. Next tower I do, I'm gonna try to take it slower. And I'm actually gonna use my totems in front of me and, like, kill the stuff that's spawning all around while I leave, rather than just trying to spam Frostblink out of there. See if that helps. Got some deaths doing stuff early. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm gonna have some deaths. I'm not a hardcore player. Sometimes I'm just not even paying attention enough. Like, I'm watching a stream or a YouTube video, or I'm watching my friends play through Discord streaming and stuff. And while I'm, like, walking forward and shooting totems, so it's like, sometimes I die to shit like that. So it's like, I know deaths are gonna happen, but and, like I said, I still have 2 minimum endurance charges to get eventually. And spell suppress eventually. I'm trying to target some spell suppress now, but I'm only 33%. I have 1 more node on the tree to get it, which would bring me to 58% when I get that node. But after that, it's all just gear. I need to get my last 42% from gear, which is going to be kind of rough. Doable, but just a little rough.
Hello. Till next time, shall we keep, Savior?
Nope. I need to stop being dumb. I caught myself. That's a decent ring. It doesn't have the cast speed that I would prefer, and nothing to craft on it, but if anything, it could be a other character ring or a temporary ring if I really need to. I need to move my Rog next to my Helena, so that way maybe it'll help me remember. I forget so much to put items in disenchanting. Let's do that right now while we're thinking about it. Alright. I watched the, recorded my reaction to the more recent episode of One Punch Man. It was very disappointing. That's all I'll say.
Greetings. Farewell.
Hey, I think it did help. I just saw Rog and I was like, gotta go do that.
Go with courage. Greetings.
Oh, so Rog doesn't take every item.
Farewell.
I wasn't able to put that unique in there. Map bosses are pretty easy. I was gonna say, like, I wonder if I should not do destructive play right away. I guess I could also just turn Maven off if... I could still spec destructive play and then just not turn Maven on. If worse comes to worse. Definitely been... I've never progressed Atlas this way, though. It's been an interesting experience, just having a bunch of the maps that you gave me right away. Just kind of craft them all up for each tier, like grab all the tier 8 maps, craft them all up, go. It's like, it's weird, like, still progressing the Atlas, but not. Not having to worry about the drops and Keurig and shit like that. At least not right now. I'll have some unique ones and a few regular ones to clean up as we go, but... should be pretty easy. You've done 3 starts? I know I have. No more starts after... luckily I don't have to do it anymore after this, because... the only other start there would be the hardcore ones, and I ain't doing that shit. Really, I need to practice the game more before, like, if I wanted to do hardcore ever, I need to actually fight the endgame bosses, because most times I don't fight the endgame bosses. Like, I do them once to get my watchstones. Other than that, I don't really farm them, so I have such little experience with most of the fights in the game. Maven's my biggest one. I'd like to farm Maven a bit, just, like, for the experience at some point. I am terrible at the memory game. And I'd love to fight her a bunch and get used to it. There's no way I'd ever make it on a hardcore character. Well, unless I failed the memory game and then just logged out or whatever, but... Oh shit, we gotta recombining. Let's go. Big percent and hybrid with big, flat, and hybrid. Both having the fizz damage reduction. Oh no. Next time. At least you kept the fracture cold red, like, that's actually a pretty base to use in the next one, I suppose. At least you only have to get one other now. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was full, but I actually wasn't. Fine, we're not getting so much shit that we can't, that we're gonna run out of portals or anything. I did increase my tankiness. I ended up getting a new ring and a new belt around the same time. I got this belt for pretty big fire, cold, and life. And I needed the strength and dex, so I decided to craft that on it. And then I got this ring for cast speed, a little bit of ES, which is fine. It's not, like, most important for my build, but it is useful. Max life and cold res. Mana isn't terrible for my build either, so not the best, but not bad for now. And because of that, I was finally able to put my new boots I got recently on, which also aren't great. They don't have the suppress, but they have high life with high reses, so... With all those three combined, I was able to swap out all my gear and still be res capped barely on the lightning res. So, but my belt before this had 30 life, my boots had 30 life, and my ring either didn't have life or didn't have much life. So I went from 2,900 life to 3,700 life with that gear upgrades, so... hopefully that will help me with some of my tankiness issues. We also still have more life to gain because we really need a new body armor. Right now, I still actually have the node spec'd. I need to unspec it, but the max life if no life modifiers, but unfortunately my 1/6 link I have has fucking life regen on it. So I'm not getting this 15% max life. I should just unspec it for now. Which I think in the long run we do unspec it. He does run... we run a life roll and then a crafted on hybrid... life and mana roll, percent roll, like the 8% life, 8% mana roll. That's the chest we use for the end game tree. So eventually I'm speccing out of it anyway, because I'm trying to get life on my chest arena. Wait, what? Why doesn't Rog want to take the scepter? Wait. Rog won't take any of my items. What's happening? I'm not lagging out, am I? There it goes. The control click wasn't working. I had to actually manually enter his, disenchanting window. How are we looking? We're okay on blood. Oh, was I in the tower? Okay. Oh, I see. Wait, I swear I control-clicked him before and it brought me to the disenchanting, but now it doesn't? Weird. I just saw a list of items and just assumed it. That was stupid of me. I just assumed that was my disenchanting window, that those are the items I had in it. I like how you were able to notice it better than I was, and I'm the one playing the damn game. Sometimes I'm very talented at overlooking things. Yeah, we finished our tier 8s, so now we go on to the tier 9s. I actually really don't like running chain. It is exceptionally noticeable. Haunt Ground's kind of annoying, but that's doable. But yeah, the chaining between my totems and me, the few times I've run chain maps, I've noticed myself getting, pretty messed up pretty quickly. I'm pretty excited to have my, my Ellie Pen gem. I'm gonna lose cast speed, which I don't know how that will feel. We'll have to try it, but it might be worth losing cast speed because when I curse them with flammability, I notice the damage increase. Like, the rares die so much faster. So losing the cast speed might be worth it over, to, you know, right now if they have to cast 10 times to kill something, but maybe with the pen gem they only have to cast 5, and then even if they're casting 30% less or whatever, that's fine. We have another tower, so we can try again to hopefully not die. We don't have that much in our inventory, so we can just go for it. No problem all the way up until the escape point, so far anyway. okay, let's not teleport into the bears. Genius moves on my part. Well. Is it a Mage Blood? A Foulborn Mage Blood. I actually think Foulborn Mage Blood isn't bad, right? Isn't it just like the right 4 sockets instead of the left 4? Or it's the left 4 instead of the right 4? It's one of the two. What is it gonna be? Huh! Oh, bummer. Not a Mage Blood. Belt of the Deceiver. That would have been amazing.
Let's get it done. Cover me.
Yeah, maybe we actually have points on this right now. Yep, we didn't lose any life, so. And we should have evasion on all 3 pieces. So we should gain 15% spell suppress. 48%. Better than 0, I guess. The weird thing is the build guide, this is like a hardcore solo self-found. I'm pretty sure the guy playing it did hardcore solo self-found for this build. Yet he doesn't take the spell suppress until between level 90 to 96 is when you travel to it. That seems kind of crazy. I thought most builds that go suppress, you're supposed to be like suppress cap before you enter red maps. Ideally. Obviously, if you're okay with dying a few times, you can obviously do red maps without suppress, but for bosses and juice maps, gotcha. I think at least hardcore players recommend getting your suppress before you're doing like red maps and stuff. Unless you're on the right side of the tree. Yeah, I mean, I do have life and mind over matter, so. I mean, maybe I am just supposed to be, and endurance charges and stuff, maybe I am just supposed to be tanky enough. Without the suppress. I mean, the POBs and everything get, like, over 5k life, so I'm, like, not even close to what I should be. Alright, let's try not to die this time. take it just a tad slower. Using my totems to taunt some of these mobs that apparently were somehow messing me up. Okay, good. We are tankier than the last time we did that shit too, so... All the chromatic items.
Greetings. Go with courage. Keep your life to your own.
I don't know if I have that hammer yet. Guess I probably should have hit up the stash with all my uniques before doing that.
Farewell.
I did have it, okay. We've almost got... I mean, he's like he's mostly full. I mean, well, we're good for like another 6 hours, so... towards like, before I go to sleep, I'll try and like do more. But we shouldn't have to worry about it until maybe even like after stream. Ooh, we are almost full on blood though. Let's finish up this map and then we get to go spend some blood, which I was just thinking about what I'm crafting next. I was doing rings, but my rings are like not great but decent enough for now. At least until we need better stats. Maybe I should just try to do some body armors, see if we can get another like better one. Or I don't think we need the dex on our helmet anymore. I don't know why that guy was just so tanky. I guess he was Soul Eater, cracked out probably. But yeah. Maybe body armors or maybe helmets, because I don't think we need the dex on our helmet anymore. So maybe we actually drop the dex on the helmet and see if we can get a better one, because really we just have okay life, dex, and some chaos res. See if we can get like a spell suppress helmet.
Hello. Go with courage. Go with courage.
But I'm really looking forward to getting our first like big, like good item, I guess. I feel like we're not really at the point. I feel like all of our items are not even like how you linked one and you were like my forever helmet or whatever. Like, I'm looking forward to getting some of that stuff, because at the moment everything I get is just like barely good enough to wear, and then it's like I upgrade it by like 30 life or like an extra like 10% res or something, and then move on to the next piece that I upgrade by like a very small fraction. Maybe we'll do maybe we'll try to upgrade some of our oh shit, we got a Tink! Divine Orb, baby! Yeah, I level 82 provisions, yeah. I do need to get up to the higher tiers to get those. That is true, I don't even have the chance for like the best stuff yet. Yeah, so you can get 14%. Fair point. I did this, right? Man, it feels like I've been in this map. I did. Man, it feels like it was a while ago that I did that. That map took a while. I guess the towers always take a while.
Go with courage.
By the way, did they buff the little spiral leveling wand? I saw Lily talking about it, and then I got it as a drop earlier. That thing's crazy. This. I don't remember. That's a pseudo 6 link at level 24. Yeah, did you see the Foulborn one? The Foulborn one has, like, Awakened Spell Echo or something like that, or it has an Awakened gem replacing one of these, I think. For the Foulborn version. Yeah. Crazy. Okay, let's go spend blood. So I think I decided helmets the way to go for now. And then for helmets, I don't think there's any attack mods that a helmet can get, so I don't think we need that. I think we'll change that to Chaos modifier is fine. We can't get cast speed, so we'll drop caster. And then we do want life. So, life, chaos. We want reduced chance for attribute, I think you were saying is best to try to get spell suppress. Or one of the better things to do, anyway. Crit, speed, attack, caster. I don't think we need any of that on a helmet. And I don't think we need to reduce any of that on a helmet, right? Which means we could reduce... Are there even any physical modifiers that can roll on a helmet? You know what? Just to confirm before we spam on this, let me actually just look up the helmet modifiers just to give me a good idea. Helmets, ideally I want Dex Int, which I should... Actually, no, I'm not set up for that anymore. Let's, hold on. We were set for less everything to try to get rings and amulets. More int and more dex. And then less strength. Okay, that's right. Alright, so there's a bunch of defenses tag, bunch of attribute tags probably, for the suffix. Oh, there is attack. Accuracy is an attack tag. So we could try to block that. But there are no... Oh, actually, Reflect is a physical. Do we have enough points? So technically, if we have enough it looks like we do... We could do, reduce chance for attack modifiers, and then reduce chance for physical modifiers. And that might just help eliminate the possibility of reflect and accuracy rolling. And then that leaves one more point. Do you think for, like, this level of helmets, Bombo, do you think it's worth it to do remove the low level modifier? Or do you think I should just craft them as is, since, like, I'm not really going for fractured bases too much right now. I'm just trying to get, like, good rares. I'll probably... if you need the point elsewhere. I guess all I'd really do is like 50% chance for additional items, just to get more stuff. Increase the odds that maybe I get something decent. Other than that, I mean, quality, but I don't think that's too big of a deal. It's a good point to steal, but if not, it's still good to have for an open craft. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go for the additional item. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we get anything fancy. We have, oh, we haven't gotten many provisionings. We have 2 tries, but we do have Mysterious, so.
She will soon bear fruit.
I am gonna go 1 by 1 just to see if we get anything. Damn it, man. If I could just get Suppress, that's a good helmet. I'm definitely keeping it. I just can't get that Suppress.
Beware of the enemy.
Might be worth using. Alright, let's try the next
The
one.
Genesis tree accepts your offering.
Spam Harvest Craft win game, or spam Chaos Harvest. Yeah, get Life Fracture. Hey, look, Life Fracture. There's another, like, almost body armor. 15% suppress, max life, and a res. No mana on this one, but...
Fight for Rayclast.
we'll store it for now, but yeah, we got the helmet fracture. Maybe we move on now that we got like a. Oh wait, we don't have. It's not the eye level we want, unfortunately, but whatever. Shit, I have to go use the restroom, guys. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. So, give me like 5 minutes or less, hopefully. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright, sorry about that. If you guys want a little TMI, it's those coffee poops. They just sometimes hit you. Alright, while I was pooping, I was thinking about that helmet we just got. This one here, it's better than what we're wearing. Maybe we just stick with that. And then from there... Shit. Let me go do one more thing real fast. I don't know what it is, but I smell gas in the hallway. So let me go into the garage real fast. Make sure there's not like any leaking gas. And if it does just reek of gas, I might have to crack open the garage door. We're back in one more second. Okay, never mind. It does smell a little gassy in there, but it's not like, it's not super strong and it's pretty cold out. If I open the garage, the pipes might freeze, so just gonna deal with it. But yeah, we'll probably wear that helmet, which means body armor is really the next kind of big thing. So I think, do we even have, oh, we don't even have any more uses. Here, let's do our, let's do our mysterious. There's a provisioning. Another provisioning. Okay, that's good enough. We can do 2 more bodies, so refund this. We also want linking. Let me double check on body armors and take a look at what we want for mods. So the only physical is the fizz damage to melee attackers that can roll an evasion. Yes. But there are no attack, so we can remove the whole attack wheel, which will give us a point to be able to do the sockets, because we definitely want that. We are going to do life, because our long-term body armor does use life, so we will focus life. Chaos, because chaos reses everything. We need that out everywhere. Reduced attribute is fine. Yeah, there's no real caster or speed we need, so this whole wheel isn't needed. That leaves us with 1 point. So that's just re-rolling the values. I don't care about that. So I guess since there's nothing really else to grab, it's either quality or lowest level modifier, but I guess lowest level modifier might be the better play. Try that.
She will soon bear fruit.
Come on, 6 links. Aww.
I am no beast of burden.
Really, I don't think any of these have much of a chance of being good.
Fight for Rayclast.
Purely because, one, they're not 6-link, and kind of like what we realized before, since I'm not high enough eye level yet, it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so we have some excess. Let's do a couple hands, just to see if we can get another decent one to put on that can raise our cap. I don't want to do too many hands because ideally we're upgrading again. Damn.
She is pleased.
As soon as we get to 83 ones. There's spell damage and blood gained. Yeah, so just gets us a little bit more spell damage. We lose a little bit of AoE, that's fine. We technically could use both of these. Area damage and... No, this has a smaller storage too. We'll just keep that. That raised our storage by like 3k. That's fine. And we'll just hold on to our 3k blood. Hopefully get more provisions. Just to make sure that we can always run our provisions. Back to mapping. Oh, actually, let's, we can put that new helmet on at the very least. At least we got... Oh, wait, no, I didn't realize it was pure evasion. We don't have the dex to use it. Even with our helmet on that has dex. I just realized. Okay, well, I'll save it just in case I play, like, a high dex character, which probably isn't gonna happen. But that's a bummer. Okay, never mind. We got no upgrades. I don't think that fractured one that we got had good rolls, right? Yeah, not really. I mean, it has a lot of life with the hybrid life. But no suffix craft. Okay. Okay, well, no upgrades. Story of my life. This character has not been as lucky as my RF. Granted, I need suppress. So my gear is definitely more demanding than the RF character. The RF character was just like spam extra life chance to get life and life recovery rate with some reses on like gloves, boots, and helmets. So it was pretty easy to get the stats he needed. But yeah, like you said, I probably should just not really try to focus any more spell suppress. I should probably just wear whatever is best until I get to that, eye level 82 stuff. Actually, is it 82? Oh, I see. 82 and then like the +4 to the 86 brings it to like the highest spell suppress. Should start doing harvest. Yeah, I'm still trying to flush out my tree with all like the progression nodes, but as soon as I get like done with my progression nodes, I'm gonna spec into the harvest. I didn't even really read what this had. Beyond portals, temp chains. maybe I didn't need to invest into map sustain as much as I did because, or like map gain and stuff with like the Keurig missions and scouting reports, since I was given most of the maps anyway. But there's still going to be some I need, and I still need like a lot of the unique maps. That's kind of why I decided to do it. Just so I can have my first tree just be the scouting reports, Keurig missions, so I can get all my unique maps and everything, and then but we're close. We're pretty much the same tree we were before with the +1 maps, Keurig missions, some scouting reports. We went for some shrines stuff, and now we're heading up to destructive play, and then after destructive play, I probably can start speccing into harvest. Is the plan. Maybe grab the Shaper Elder maps too before I do that. Before I go into the next thing. But yeah, we're getting close to being able to do harvest. I did spend some of our juice earlier. I got this fractured amulet, and I decided to reroll caster mods to try to get cast speed. Ended up with something not insanely crazy, but not bad. Got the cast speed, a little bit of res, and crafted on some mana. So. High life regen too. Life regen just feels good sometimes. Especially since I get percentage life regen per totem I have out, so having a decent pool of flat.
Approach, challenger.
We got another tower though. Nothing like emptying all of our blood to probably fill it all back up with that tower. But hey, I'll take it. Making up a little bit for the bad luck of earlier. Aw, man, I got a speed shrine. Actually, hold on. The strat's right here. Ready for this? Drop most of my inventory out there. I'll pick it up later. That way I don't have to go back to town to sell right now, and I can use the speed shrine to plow through this. Goodbye, shrine. Cleared most of the outer ring pretty quickly, though, because of that. That is some other shit that will probably help, too, is, things like potentially crafting suppress on my shield. Which I don't think normally our shield has suppress as like a worst case scenario. And then also like the Eater or Exarch mod on, I think, gloves can get some more suppress too, so we have a lot of options to like get suppress, I think, until we get gear with like 14% and like a chest armor with high suppress.
Let's get it done. Cover me.
At least our damage feels good, though. Really, my main concern is just filling out my defensives. I have more damage to come, too, on the tree. I have a couple really nice damage wheels. I just need the levels. As well as, like I talked about before, getting Ellie Pen socketed instead of my faster casting should just be a DPS increase. Hopefully no more of these adaptive resistances, like, coming in, going too ham on us like that. Once we get that gem in. I think we should be on the final stretch. I think those gems should be 19 now. I believe anyway, so we're on the home stretch to getting them to 20. I guess I should prep my route, right? Looks like we're going up and left. I didn't dodge out of those fast enough. We're doing a bit better since we increased our tank, though. We got more life and going pretty good. Jesus. The amount of items we get is wild. Hey, we got the Golemancer amulet. No joke. That was another thing I got, like, the slight itch for, but I don't think people really play it much anymore. I don't know if it's as good as it used to be. Good old Golemancer. I used to love Golem Manta. I've played so many. Golem should be good this one. I'm not against it. The only problem is they have, I think a lot of builds don't even use this amulet anymore, but still. What's it called? The unique jewels. Oh, damn. I didn't know that existed. Oh, wait, it reserves 30% life, though? And it cannot be used with CI. That's kind of spicy, though. Yeah, you'd have to go like hybrid life ES or something like that, I guess. And only, I was thinking like dual wield and get a bunch of them, but oh, run it with petrified blood. Yeah, that makes sense.
Journey well.
The main jewel for the the main problem is the jewels. Doing it on a oh, I can't move. I think I might have DC'd. At least I filled my inventory most of the way. Am I still streaming? Is it my internet or is it my game? I'm back in game.
Hello.
The stream ended? Wait, did it really? Oh shit.
Farewell.
That's weird. Is it back? Oh, it did not. Already seen a bit, Bumbo. You're fucking with me, man.
Journey well.
Alright, well, let's try this again. We do want the quality flask, but we don't need the normal flask or that quality item. Let's, how close? I guess we're right at the end of the map. We can use some more portals on the, we're good. Trying to get enough chrome items where I can be, like, comfortable with the amount that I have, and then I will stricken them up quite a bit.
Go with courage.
To only show the small ones. How are you doing, Amonos?
Hello. Farewell. Farewell.
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. I had my first several deaths on this character as we're getting into higher tiers, and I'm not rolling the mods and stuff like that. Or not rolling them too much. So I'm running some of the rippier mods, so lost the hardcore viableness, but that's fine. I knew it was gonna happen eventually, so 4 deaths. You might actually be on it. Yep, you are exactly right. One was to a extra damage as chaos map, and then I took it was on City Square with those mobs that do rolling magma, and they just all hit me with a rolling magma and I just fell over. I have like negative 4% chaos res. I don't even know if it had to do with the Fizz's extra. It might have just been them. But I upgraded my gear and gained around 800 health, so that felt nice. I haven't died since then. I died twice trying to leave towers. That was really depressing, losing the blood and the womb gifts from 2 towers today. That really made me sad, but I'm starting to play it. What I was doing was I was just doing this to get out, and I would randomly get hit by a burst. My my arcane cloak would proc and like eat my mana, and then a mob would hit me as well, and that like wombo combo killed me. So I'm taking it slower, and I'm like making sure my mana stays full, and I'm like walking like this, and like teleport, put my totems down, teleport, put my totems down. That way they taunt the things, and I'm not just running into my death. In low-tier maps, I was able to just zoom out, spamming Frostblink. But I just getting into the higher yellow maps, I'm not able to do that anymore. So I just gotta play it smarter. But I've done a couple towers tonight and got out of them playing smarter, so we're good. I was saying to Bombo how this character definitely didn't scale. Like the damage is way better than the RF character already, but the defenses didn't scale nearly as quickly. Like we might have to stop at like before T16s. We'll have to see to try to get some gear. But who knows? We still have a ways to go before we get there. Maybe we'll get some gear upgrades before then, and things will feel better, and we will be able to T16. But man, like that damage right there, that's not our single target skill. We just killed the boss in about 2 seconds. Granted, we shouldn't need our single target skill for map bosses, but still.
Farewell.
Back up to over half blood, or just about half blood. They gave you 6 portals for a reason, yeah. it's mainly, honestly, the other deaths didn't bother me as much as the tower. Because you don't get the blood or the womb gifts if you die in tower. That's the only thing, but... The other deaths, I don't care that much. I know they're gonna happen. If I just die generally in the map. At least you still get the items now, like after that change. Before you didn't get the items either. I'm excited to get to at least, what is that, T15 maps? I level 82. Whatever I level 82 is. I think 83 is T16, right? So I at least want to try to hopefully struggle through T15 maps, because that'll get me the eye level needed for highest suppress roll when I'm using provisions. From the tree.
Greetings. Journey well. Farewell.
Hey, we leveled. I'm actually gonna go for the life and mana regen wheel here before we head into some of the damage wheels. Because my mana regen, ever since I took off a mana regen amulet, and it actually helped me quite a bit more than I thought it was going to. So I'm actually missing that mana regen quite a lot. So hopefully I can at least recover that. Plus, we're getting pretty high level in our Arcane Cloak, so Arcane Cloak is eating a lot of mana. Oh, I don't know when we lost it, but we lost our Golem. Get that back out for the increased AoE is really nice. I don't have him linked to Meat Shield yet. Hopefully he'll be a bit tankier. We get that. Oh man, I haven't... This is like my first betrayal encounter. Not spec'd into it, you rarely see it. Get rid of these spitters while I'm trying to do this shit. I probably didn't... Oh shit, we're getting the ambush.
I choose.
The question now is whether or not
Literally all three freaking June encounters all in one spot. Funny.
I am well. I'm afraid.
Gruesome. That was time to espionage a wreck.
Since that stuff was already ID'd, I probably could have just checked it, but figure, fuck it. I'll just grab it all and we'll look at it and hide out. We fill up. Alright.
Journey well.
12% suppressed, but nothing else good on it. Bummer.
Go with courage.
Let's see what this unveils too. Fire and Chaos, or we could get the minimum endurance we need. Eventually. This ring might actually... Oh, we won't have cast speed though. Yeah, maybe we take minimum endurance anyway, because that's kind of like a decent... It was only 16%. We can always craft the hybrid on. That's actually a pretty good ring. Maybe not for this character, because I like having the cast speed. But for another character that may need strength, gets them a minimum endurance charge, and gives them a little bit of endurance charge chance on kill and shit. 101 life. It's not a god-awful ring. Yeah, we're definitely feeling a bit tankier after those upgrades, for sure. We should start feeling better once we have automated flasks, too. I'm actually curious what we run on endgame for our helmet. We run... Ooh, there's a cast speed for Eater Exarch. Percentage of Fizz taken as fire. Makes sense. Percentage of Fizz taken as lightning. Just to help us mitigate Fizz, I guess, because we don't have a ton of Fizz mitigation other than our endurance charges. Gain a frenzy charge every 15 seconds. I guess if our frenzy charges last more than 15 seconds, that's good. But if they don't, that's kind of... Oh, you know what? That's why we take this. 100% increased charge duration. I just remembered we changed to this on the tree. I don't think I have that right now. But we do that once we get frenzy charge on the body armor, so that way we keep frenzy charges up the whole time. Wait, does fire exposure on a hit work with my totems? Or do I have to hit them to exposure them? Same with the unnerve on hit. I would assume the totems get it, maybe? I wonder if that info is online. Life regen per endurance charge and damage per endurance charge. Okay. Obviously, some of these are probably interchangeable with, like, suppress and some other things that we may need. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to get some of that stuff set up, for sure. Totem cluster is a lot of cast speed, too. Onslaught if you placed a totem recently, and cast speed if you placed a totem recently. That's going to be really nice when we finally get that jewel set up. Really pumped. Oh, I see. He does put 10% suppress on his shield. Okay, that reduces our options a little bit. That's rough. Suppress on shield, 12% on helmet, 19% on body armor, 12% on gloves, and 12% on boots. Gets us only 1% over suppress cap. That's gonna be a challenging gearing, but even if we're like 90-something%, that'll probably be good enough for a while.
Greetings. Farewell. Farewell.
Okay. Blood is starting to look pretty good. Maybe we should spend blood in case we get a tower. Or like 8 out of 12k, so we only have 4k left, and you get like just about 4k for doing a tower.
Enter.
How much are we at? Oh, we're only at 9 out of the 50k spent. Okay, we have a ways to go. I guess we just keep trying to see if we can get a better body armor. The only other thing I thought about was trying to get better rings. Because our rings aren't terrible, but they're also not great. And rings, I think, are easier to get the rolls we need at this level. And then save doing our equipment until we can get the proper eye level that we want. I think that might be the way to go. And then we just stick with rings and amulets until we have eye level 82 provisions. Because really, what do we care about? We care about life. 44 for rings is the highest life roll. Cast speed, 30. Eye level 30 is the highest cast speed roll. And then resistances, 84, but we don't technically need that much resistances, I guess. Increased fire damage, 50 is the highest roll. Like, all these little things that would affect us. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's try rings again. So with that, we are gonna respec here, go here, and here. Let's see. Reduce physical. There are some physical on rings. If we can spare the points, we do not need the sockets. I don't know if I want to do reduce attribute. Let's take that off for now. Life modifiers, chaos modifiers, increase caster modifiers. We definitely want that. That leaves us with, wow, no points. Although we do have, 300 more chance for int. We need to do less chance for these ones. Less chance for all three to help us get rings. I think we take out 1 point from there. We're gonna lose additional equipment, unfortunately. And then we take out the lowest level modifier, so that way we can fit in this one and then reduce chance for attack. Because there are a lot of attack modifiers for rings that we don't care about. So chaos, caster, life, fractured, reduce attack, reduced fizz. I think that's as good as we're gonna get. Focusing rings. Let's do it.
Yes, just like
Just pop both of them. That one's close. Yo! Oh, the accuracy! No, the accuracy! Oh, no! Damn it! I need a suffix for +1 to endurance charge. And that damn I thought for some reason I thought that accuracy, yeah, I might try to annul it if I think I have an annulment orb. What else did we get though first? Life, stupid of regen, life, mana, god, that's almost good too, except for the damn... Oh wait, no, we didn't get cast speed. I'm an idiot, that's not good. Wait, no, this didn't get cast speed either. Fuck, never mind, it's not good. I lied. I completely forgot to look for the cast speed. Yo, this wand is almost good. Gotta open suffix for cast speed, but eh. Less spell damage, higher flat damage, lower spell crit, higher mana. Without the cast speed and crafted on spell. Yeah, no, I think mine's better. Okay, well we got a couple of good fractures anyway. That might be usable in the future. Other than that, life, mana, regen, 1 res on a chaos res. Might be usable on someone who's desperate. Maybe that one too for other characters. Okay, let's do our mysterious.
Just like that.
No provisioning. Sad day. I guess we'll do a few uniques.
She will soon bear fruit.
And let's just blow through so we don't have to keep coming back so often. Yoink us some currency. Still, never a divine from this tree.
The Genesis tree accepts your offering.
Let's dig.
Alright. Let's continue. Speaking of remember when I said go spend my blood in case I run into a tower? We got another tower. We are on a tower spree tonight. Or today in general. Like, I think I got like 3 or 4 towers in my grinding earlier today, and then we've been streaming for 2 hours, and I'm up like, this is my 3rd one, I think. Not bad. And it's not like we're zooming super fast to be like, oh, but you did a lot of maps in 2 hours. Like, we really haven't done that many. But I am not complaining. Tower is what's primarily giving me my womb gifts and blood. The other encounters are just kind of like filler. You know what totem builds I miss? I miss the Ancestral Warchief totem builds. Ancestral Warchief Chieftain, and you use like Brutus Lead Sprinkler and Strength Stack and stuff. Or at least that's one way that I played it in the past. That one, because of the strength stacking, you got a ton of life. And then, but a ton of life and armor and all that, you're pretty tanky. But they have super killed that build by deleting its main skill. Pretty sure, right? Those main skills got completely removed, I'm pretty sure. All the ancestral totems. Welcome back, Bombo.
Let's get it done. Cover me.
Yeah, they're mandatory in every build. Play Slammer, you're the totem. Oh, trust me, if this build fails, I'm just gonna do Earth Shatter. The only reason I wouldn't do Earth Shatter is I would consider looking into apparently ground slam of like Earth Breaking or something like that. Bleed Slayer is apparently really good too. Like, I think people are saying that's up there with Earth Shatter, or at least that's what Lily was saying. But Lily was saying that Ground Slam of Earth Shatter feels better for mapping than, or whatever it is. The Ground Slam is better, feels better for mapping than Earth Shatter. But yeah, if this build fails, that's my, like, just go play that OP build and that'll probably settle it for me. I don't know about that, she doesn't play Slammers. Fair. She's just better at the game at me, so I just believe what she said. I didn't realize my lady actually took some health. I mean, we're okay, but I actually haven't planned my route out of here either, but it looks like it's down here. Right there, that little wombo combo, when I had less health, that's what, like, would get me pretty good sometimes. Like, the pulse went off, and my mana was kind of low, and I teleported into a group of blue mobs that hit me. But fortunately, I survived at that time. Not good for map. Well, she didn't say it wasn't good for mapping. She said that the other build felt better. Just because one feels better doesn't mean the other one's bad at it.
Hello. Go with courage.
But no, I mean, you're the one playing it. You probably know better than I do. Or maybe better than she does. I take everything I hear with a grain of salt, so I am open to be molded into whatever facet may seem fit. Hey, we got the United in Dream again. The Unholy Might. Yo, that seems pretty sick though, right? This is actually the other one. I had the what was, there was another one, right? But this is pretty sick, giving your minions 60% poison. They gain life back on killing a poisoned enemy, and they get Unholy Might to turn all of their damage to, their fizz damage to chaos. Actually, I forgot this body armor gives Unholy Might too. I got all the minion shit this time. Ben would play that if it was the best. Could have been better clear, but Earthshatter hits the whole screen with AoE nodes. Yeah. I'd probably do Earthshatter just because I saw Ben doing it and it looked crazy and it looked good, and obviously he killed an Uber in 15 hours. Not that I did, you know, his 15 hours is like me in 2 weeks, so. But yeah, I just threw it out there as like another possibility that I wouldn't be against looking into. But yeah, I'd probably do Earthshatter if something about this character triggers the shit out of me at some point. But so far, I'm enjoying it, and I'm really excited for some of the stuff we're gonna get in the future, tankiness and offensive-wise. So. I did want to look up, even though I think I know the answer. Yeah, you don't take the AoE nodes for bosses, you want damage instead. Makes sense. Does Eater exposure on gloves work on totems? PoE. Does Eldritch Implicit mod inflict fire exposure on hit work with a totem only build? Effects applied by the skill can be applied through totems, such as curse debuffs from corrupted gloves implicits. Huh. You do enjoy Slayer for the Leech, though? Yeah. So some people are saying it doesn't work, and several people are saying it does. More people are saying it works than it doesn't. And the fact that this build takes it, and I don't see another way that this build is getting... we don't have any skills that actually hit in the build, except for Frost Blink. But I can't imagine that we're running on-hit effects on our gloves if the only way to proc them is Frost Blink. So, I'm gonna assume that it works.
Hello. Keep your life to your own.
Twenty cast speed. That is perfect cast speed. Unfortunately, everything else is shit.
Till next time, shall we keep, Savior?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that Cyclone Slayer I played. That was really fun. If I were to get the boots, I would like not be against playing it again. But I think I'd rather just go Earth Shatter because I think it's just better. If I were to reroll something anyway. Stampede. They're the Breach, not Breach, Blight only drop. I think you have to do Blighted maps to get it. Or the replica version works too, so you can heist. Yo, look at this shit. Look at this shit with the frickin' the shrine to double cast. Oh my god, it's like screen tearing.
Greetings. Farewell.
Yeah, we're definitely feeling pretty good now. It's crazy how just like... It's crazy how getting like 800 life can change everything. I mean, maybe I just haven't run any Rippy mods. There's a chance it's that. But man, like... I went from having like several deaths, or I mean, what I have, we checked it. Amono's guessed my amount of deaths. I'm at 4 deaths. I had 4 deaths earlier today, and then I upgraded my gear and gained about 800 life, and I am like perfectly fine now. Like I said, maybe just I don't have as many rippy mods as earlier. I've also gotten better at leaving the towers, which is what was killing me before, but... But yeah, I don't know. I've noticed that too with other characters, where I just get like I get like 500 more health or something, and I suddenly feel so much tankier. It's like 500 health just doesn't sound like a lot, but I guess it just is enough to make a difference. I guess the difference of getting like one shot and not, I suppose. This character did it for you too. Ooh, that might have been death. Got 1k more with respec and upgrades. Felt way better, yeah. There was one moment too with my RF character where I felt like I was just floppy as shit and dying a lot, and then I just got like my anoint to get a little bit more block and endurance charges on kill, and that was enough to like just feel so much better. Like that anoint alone, and I think I might have got like one gear upgrade too, but I don't know how much that one did for the RF character. And I just suddenly went from like struggling to slapping.
Defend me!
Lavish womb gift. So lavish. All those not divines I ever get. There was some guy I was watching Waggle's stream, I think it was, and he said he did a lavish womb gift, and it gave him a full stack of the exalted orbs. The foul born one, or whatever the foul exalted ones. Not the ones that work on your hands. It was the one that works on your equipment. And he got a full stack of 10 of them, and it sold for 18 divines. Because that's how much they're, like, each one is just worth a shit ton.
Hello. Keep your life to your
Hell of a find. Although, I guess your full stack of 20 divines is still better than that. Full stack of implant ones? Nice. I was contemplating whether I wanted to save that scepter or not, but if I'm recombining, I think I want to be doing it on wands, not scepters. All right.
Journey well. Keep your life to your own.
I think that just finished off our T9 maps. We are just about in the red boys. Probably gonna die in some of these maps. There's a couple of these with pretty spicy mods. If you guys find a totem medium cluster, I need it. I guess with 4 or 5 passives, ideally. Probably try to avoid a 6 passive one. I mean, I guess I might be able to make a 6 passive one work, but I'd rather not craft on one if possible. Doing Delirium reminded me that I need that shit. I've kept all yours, just no luck yet. All good. Would have been really funny if it was one of the ones. Worst case, I eventually form a tree and focus Delirium for a little bit. Or just pop some scarabs or something. Eight mod fizz, right on. That was spicy. I'm fairly certain I have not. I imagine it would be a pretty decent filter I also don't know if I have any eye level requirements. That was one thing I was gonna check. Like, if I even found one at this level, would I be able to use it? I don't know. It probably won't be as late of a night as I've been doing. No more of this 7 to 8 a.m. bullshit. But maybe a little after, probably like an hour or a little more than an hour, I'm thinking, before I head off. I need to try to frickin' sleep a normal night tonight. That was not fun today. I will say that. That's why I didn't do my daytime stream. I only got like an hour and a half, 2 hours of sleep. And then I took a 1-hour nap in the middle of the day before my actual bigger nap. And man, I was so freaking tired.
Greetings. Farewell.
There was no way I would have been even remotely entertaining on stream. Like, I would have just wanted to be falling asleep the whole time. Okay life with a handful of reses. Like, not crazy, but maybe we should keep it. It's only level 38. It could be a good leveling character item.
Keep your life to your own.
10 passives. 10 passives. Yeah, I just have all 10 passives. Alright, I'm not running all the way around that place for 39 mobs. We're just gonna move on.
Hello. Till next time, shall we keep?
I'm already killing more than I need to be, but that's because I kind of feel like I need gear. Oh, I could have turned Maven on. Oh well, that's fine. I forgot I did that was my one X-Arc before it bumped out of range to be able to run it anymore. And then I could have turned Maven on. Actually curious if the anoint I need is my forever anoint. I'm actually gonna check that while I'm thinking about it. Pausing OP. So endgame I'm pretty sure it's there, but what about a high investment? Ooh, no, we actually do change off of it. Wood, stone, and spell. What the fuck is that? You need a prismatic, an indigo, and a silver. And it increases the arcane surge effect on you per summon totem. Oh, that's kind of sick. That'd be 40% increase effect. I wonder how hard it is to get a prismatic. Or if you have to do like a certain... honestly, I didn't even know like prismatic ones existed. Maybe you have to do like specific encounters or like juicier blighted maps a certain way. Hey, there's our eater. Farm as much as these mobs over here as I can while it expands. Alright, that should be enough, I think, if we head over here now. Maybe not? Oh no, are they in the other path? Are we fucked? Oh, there's some here. Okay. Oh, nice. We barely got it. These layouts really are not great for this shit.
Greetings. Farewell. Journey well.
Holy minions. The minions ain't having it here. I am my own tower defense. No, that's what's really cool about Blight encounters. I can just stick my totems over on this side, they clear everything out, while I just run over here and just frickin' deck out full-blown towers on one side. Oh man, it's so much easier than RF. Good god. Blight is actually so fun with totem builds. I think if I ever needed like raw currency, I could be wrong, maybe there's another better method, but like Legion isn't, I'm not super great at Legion on this character. Like, it's not bad. In an open map it probably would be a bit better, but it's still not great. But the raw currency from Blight and, like, blighted maps themselves actually feels pretty good, even without speccing into it at all. And this build handles it so well, I wouldn't be against speccing into Blight if I was at the point where I was like, I just need, like, Chaos Orbs and Divines and shit like that, and just hammer blighted shit. Or if I need like 2 opalescent. Unfortunately, I mean maybe I could do something else temporarily that's cheap. But my beginner anoint is to oh yeah, Tujin Expedition. That's true. Yeah, Expedition is very good for raw currency. You can kind of just buy what you want to, rather than like relying on the RNG.
Greetings. Keep your
Yeah, we'd be pretty good at Expedition too.
keep your life to your own.
Got my eye on you.
Now I'm getting really excited. I'm getting to that point again, like, that I'm really excited to have the Atlas progression done. To really focus on some of those. Actually start focusing on mechanics and farming shit up. I hope this build feels as good as this. Like, I hope I can keep it feeling like this. Like, if my T16 mapping can be like, feel like this at some point, I'll be happy. Like, with this level of damage and shit. Even if I don't like the bossing, just have this be my, like, maybe main map, or just farm up, like, a bunch of, like, really good equipment for, like, a Earthshatter or something. And then switch when I can just, like, giga crack out an Earthshatter or something. Ooh, that was close. That was me getting overconfident in my tankiness. Just teleporting into a group of, like, magic mobs and those chaos thrower guys. Let's dial it back a little bit. Okay. We, like, just went on that half, nearly finished the encounter. We head over here, we'll easily... Yeah, there we go. Hells yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, suppress on 2 pieces, but we got 6 and 8%. How rude. I don't think it's worth it. It has move speed on it too, so I'd have to drop the,
Farewell. Go with courage.
like, I don't think that item was worth it for any character, really. We made good progress today, though. Like, sometimes I forget because, like, my days are overlapping because I'm so tired. I'm pretty sure... Shit, I actually don't even remember where I was at. Where did I log in at, progression-wise? Wow, my days are blending. I genuinely can't remember even when, like, I started. Like, did I just hit maps today? Or was that yesterday that I hit maps?
Approach, challenger.
I feel like it was yesterday. I'm not going back to those 50 mobs. Yesterday? Okay.
Hello. Keep your life to your own.
I could actually check because I record my sessions when I'm not on, just in case I get something crazy. I can, like, make a short out of it. I'm just curious. I just want to check real quick. It would have been... Yeah, this would have been the one, and so after waking up from my 1 hour long nap, I would have been right here, which I was in Lava Chamber, Monster level 72, right when I started the recording. So when I woke up from my nap, 72, 68 is tier 1, right? 69, 70, 71, 72, so tier 5 maps when I woke up from my nap today. That's not bad. I mean, we made it to... We'll probably finish up our T10s and get into red maps, and we upped our gear a decent bit and everything, so... Domain of Timeless Conflict. Going for that brutal restraint. Is that what that is? I think so, right? Finally gonna start getting some levels too as we get into these like red maps and stuff. Because we went in order, I feel like we leveled slower than some of our other characters as well. Going from like T1 to like starting at like normally when I like sometimes I find a T2 right away and I go in that and I find like a T3 right away and I climb all the way to like yellow maps early on in a character. And like sometimes it even gets to red maps pretty quickly. As long as I can handle it on the character. And then I get some like good XP. Whereas since I've been just going by tier right now, I don't get in any of those like early red maps that blast me. I mean, I could. I have them. I could choose to do it. But I've just been trying to go in order. Especially earlier when we were suffering on gear a little bit. Oh. I almost just got a lep slammed on. Give me that harvest, juicy poos. Fire resist. He does die a bit faster when my, right when my arcane shield procced. Oh, we got the fucking crazy movement again.
Greetings. Go with courage. Till next time, shall we keep, Savior?
I think that was our last T10, yeah. We are done. That was actually every yellow map. We're still missing 2 white maps. But that's fine. We'll get those from Kirik eventually. We could actually check his shop right now. He might have them. Okay, no. Our shop is super full of yellows and whatevers. Okay, we're moving on to red maps. Ooh, cannot regen life or mana. That is a no-go for this build. Alright, Fizz Reflect, fine, that's fine. So regen again. Temp Chains is kinda shitty, but I think it's tolerable. That's kinda shitty too, but tolerable for sure. I just realized my little dude died again. Hopefully Meat Shield really helps him because he does not stay alive, or I need to be way more attentive to keeping him alive. One of the two. Okay. Let's fuck it. We have the mats right now. Let's re-roll this because Temp Chains and Reduced Cooldown Recovery is gonna make less uptime on Arcane Cloak, and I think Temp Chains is gonna make us like cast slower already and everything, so Ew. LE weakness and minus 12 max. Yikes. Maybe we don't run that either. Chaining, god damn it. Okay. I don't like Conk Ground, but it should be good enough. Alright, now that we corrupted them all, let's see what they turned into and see if we can run them. Less recovery. Okay, that's not mana, though. I think that's okay. As long as we can still recover our mana fine, I think that's okay. Okay, there's Chain, but we're gonna run it anyway. So... because... fuck it, why not? I think we're good. I think everything turned out to be okay. One of our maps did whatever this was, turned into a T12 though. So we'll have to figure that out later. And I don't know what out of these it is, but we'll just run these and then whatever we're missing in our T11 category we'll do. Let's put that there. We'll do that last, the T12. We'll try to do some of these ones that maybe aren't as bad. That way we can hopefully level before we die in some of these harder ones. Ah, feels good to be in reds. And the fact that we have almost all of our whites and yellows, like, last time we got into reds very quickly. I mean, I just kind of talked about this, but got into reds very quickly, but then we had to go back and do all the whites and yellows, and that felt kind of shitty. So it feels kind of good to have pretty much all the whites and yellows done, except for 2. And then, and now we're just gonna be able to progress through reds non-stop, and that's gonna be real nice. Probably, once I end stream, probably play for a tiny bit off stream, maybe try to finish off a handful more maps before I sleep. Get me a snack. Some bananas and peanut butter. Another fortress. I'd love to get some frickin' chaos res. If I can get one more piece of gear with like 20-something% chaos res on it, I'd be happy. At least that would put me in the positive by a little bit. I'm actually gonna drop this shit and pick it up after the hive, just so I have inventory to do it. I don't want to waste a portal. Next time I edit my filter, I might get rid of, I might take Mysterious off that fancier effect. Like, Mysterious are nice, but I don't think it's worth having, like, the sound of an Exalt dropping. At least for maybe on trade it's worth like the price of an Exalt, but at least on this mode it's kind of like any other. Ooh, that hurt. That was some chaos damage, I'm pretty sure. Literally just talked about wanting to get more. We'll go spend our blood after this. Maybe we'll get lucky on a ring. That can get us more Chaos Res. Yeah, I'm pumped. I can't wait to spec into Harvest, too. I actually really like Harvest crafting. And I like running it more than I like just insanely juiced rares from Essence. So I'm happy to be doing Harvest this time instead of Essence. You can't guarantee, unless you pay maybe, but you can't guarantee Harvest in your map. Well, pay and or Scarabs. But you can't, like, there's nothing on the tree that says, like, each map will contain a Sacred Grove, right? I think it's all just, like, percentage increase chance. So you can just make it very likely, but no, like, guarantee. Oh, you can? Gotcha. Oh, that's nice. Oh, you can. Oh, I see. So you just get enough percent that it's 100. I see. What is that? Oh, 30% chance just from that one. Oh, wow. The percentages are actually super high. Okay. That's what? 30, 45, 60. 70 right there. 80, 90. And then 100, I guess? Is there any more anywhere else? Gotcha. Oh, there is I forgot there's another 10% over here. I was like, I feel like there's one more wheel, but yeah, there's a wheel over here. Yeah, what I'm thinking right now... This might change, but my thought process right now for what I want to do for my 3 trees... My main one right now, which is kind of like destructive play, pushing for like maps and scouting reports and Keurig missions, and then some harvest. That one's gonna stay like that for a little bit. The next tree will probably be the crazy... I'm thinking it's gonna be the crazy ore one that you linked me. And then third one, I'm thinking it might be like a blight and... Because you can usually spec into like 2 things if you're just focusing mechanics, right? So I'm thinking about having a blight and delirium one to try to get, unless I get my cluster before that. If I get my cluster before that, then I don't need to. But if I still need my cluster, delirium and blight for my 3rd tree. We'll see. Like I said, I might change my mind, and then obviously once I get like my blight oils I need and my... Oh, crazy ore one last. Okay. Honestly, that's better. Then I'd rather focus, like I really want to get my cluster and everything, so... So then second tree will probably be Delirium and Blight to get me my oils and Buster Jewel. I guess we'll see how escaping this is on a... It's only one tier higher than what we've been doing, but it is still red map version. Speaking of, where are we going? I guess we're going down this way. Try to prep our escape. Hey, we leveled. We gotta go up. Oh my god. What hits my mana? I guess it's just the blast just hitting my mana that hard. I think I just need more mana, honestly. We are lacking a bit of mana. On top, oh my god. God damn. See, that's what I was saying, how the escape is kind of sketchy on this character. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I hope I can fix it later. I think that it's chaos damage, right? So if I can just get my chaos res up, it should feel better. Chaos res cap is what you need for that to tickle. Yeah.
Farewell.
I'm working on it, and just my gear isn't rolling what I want it to.
Farewell.
Can't get necks and rings, yeah. I decided to go big into rings right now. I gave up on my chest, helmet, boots, and gloves for right now until I can do 82s. Once I can do 82s, I'm gonna go big into those slots. That was my plan. Because I can pretty much get highest roll of everything I really care about, except for resistances, at the level that I'm at now. So I figured it would be better to try to get all that now. Get, like, my rings out of the way now while I'm getting these lower ones, so that way when I start getting higher ones, I can just big dick into the suppress slots.
Journey well.
Yeah, I get sick of ring. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, like... That's the plan. If anything, even if I can't use them until I get resist sorted on my other pieces or something like that, then I can just, like, stash them and I have them ready. And shit like that. There was just no mobs. I also, maybe this is a placebo effect, I could be wrong, but I think the scaling of that blast is based on the, like, whether it's a white, a yellow, or a red map. I could be wrong, but this happened to me. I went from white maps to yellow maps, and I was zooming through those towers easy. And then I got to yellow maps, and that's where I started dying to the blast. And now I just hit red maps, and now it's doing it again, where it got even spicier this time. So my thought process is it has a set amount of damage based on whether it's in white, yellow, or red maps. It doesn't matter. It might not matter the tier within those maps.
Greetings. Go with courage. Keep your life to your own.
Damn, no life.
Keep your life to your own.
I'll go grab that staff. So hopefully, since I survived it this time, hopefully even if I go higher tiers, it won't get too much harder, or any harder at all, if it does work that way. And we can hopefully get some Chaos Res and just improve from here. We got a little more life now with some more mana regen. That'll help us sustain a tad more. Next level will be even more life, mana regen, and life regen. We need to go spend blood.
The dreamer welcomes you.
So we're still set up for rings, right? Less chance. Yep, rings. Yep. Life, caster, chaos, fractured, reduced attack, reduced fizz, because we don't need any of that shit. Alright.
She is pleased.
Save the fractured strength just in case a future character needs strength.
She will soon bear fruit. Beware of the enemy.
Oh, fractured +1 lightning spell skill gems on a scepter. It's a bad scepter base, but I'm definitely gonna keep that. No cast speed. Damn. We got fire damage, max life, chaos res, but no cast speed. I really don't want to drop the cast speed.
Drive them back.
I do have caster, right? Yeah.
Yes, just like that. Greetings.
It's actually a decent belt. We'll save that. Man, of course I get cast speed and life. I mean, the other stuff is bad anyway. I mean, it's bad. But I always get life and cast speed on the really shitty bases. I don't think I can use this belt. One, I need the strength unless I just drop my decoy totem for now. I need the strength. Unless I try to get the strength somewhere else. And I think I also need... What would I lose? I'd lose cold res for chaos res. Oh, I actually could. Shit. Can I get the strength somewhere else? Here, let me take that off. Change this. I'm still res capped. That's 29% more chaos res. And I just need... Do I have any suffixes? I just realized I don't have anything crafted on my body armor. I could craft, like, life on my body armor, since I have a life roll anyway. But anyway, I got distracted. So, technically, on this ring, I could... Can I drop it? 75, 85, 95, 105? Yeah. I could drop the 26 cold res for strength. The strength dex craft that I had before. And then that would let me use the belt, which would let me get 29% more chaos res. Maybe we'll do that. Let's see what else we get. Before we do that, because we still have 2 more of these to do. Spell damage, a big fire damage to spells, big cast speed, big crit. Hello. With a prefix craft still available. Damn. I mean, there's no reason we can't use scepters, right? Like, 40% Ellie damage should be the same to us as, like, adding flat. Yo, this might be big. That's actually not a bad scepter, too. We'll save that. Oh, shit. That is decent, too. 113 life, 16 cast speed, 24 chaos res. 15 fire, lightning. I mean, damage recouped as life. I kind of wish that wasn't there, because we would have the open suffix we need for 1 to minimum endurance, but... That's a possible use, too. Hold up. I need to see this weapon, because this weapon feels disgusting. I'm at... Hold on, let me disable my aura. 10.2k. 10.1k, so it's slightly less without the craft. But it is more cast speed. Which increases, like, the feel of quality of life and shit. Let's stash this other scepter that we're not using that right now. We're just keeping it. Okay, we're definitely move that over there because we're keeping all of these. Let me do my last, one here. I don't know, that's a shitty base. No cast speed. Life, regen, chaos res, mana. It does have a suffix. We'll save that for someone, maybe. Another build might be able to use it. We still have some blood, so let's open these. 70 I don't care about. That's getting too low eye level. We got some more provisioning, which means we can continue on. Let's just open them, fuck it. Okay, that should be good. We'll sort through this shit in our stash, or in our hideout. We're low enough blood that we can continue off this. No. 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 Sag.
Farewell.
Okay, let's craft spell damage, I guess. Have we gotten any new crafts that would be better? What about weapon pen? That would cost an exalt, though, if we wanted to do the bigger craft. We could do the cheaper craft. We could check real fast. So we're gonna copy this item. And then we're gonna go over here to our POB. Let's change the loadout to endgame. There we go. 6 mil DPS looks a bit better. That's definitely not what we're at, but let me just create custom item, paste the scepter in. Wait, no way this scepter is better than what his... I guess it's not calculating the mana, though. I don't think. But it says gain 376,000? That's not even with the craft on it yet. So adding spell damage prefix is gonna bring us to positive 932,000. Let's see if we change this from spell damage to Ellie Pen. Remove. So 932k. Wait, that's a tax. Oh, wait, hold on. Am I wrong? Was that a tax this whole time? Did I fuck up? I might have fucked up. I'm an idiot. I didn't fully read it. Never mind. We can't get pen. It's a tax. I'm freaking dumb. Okay. So I think our only option is just getting the spell damage. We'll just do the spell damage, that's fine. Ooh, 53 out of 54%. So 10.2 currently. With this, we go to 10.8. I mean, the number there isn't massive, but it does. We gotta remember that it does scale. I think that's like the... I don't think tooltip calculates well. Plus, it's also for each totem. So, we'll see how this feels. We need to change the colors. Stash our old wand. What are we normally supposed to run on our weapon? Oh, just like the Frost Blink with Flame Golem and Meat Shield. I guess we could. Can we do that? Oh no, we would need our Eternal Blessing to be somewhere else. We might be able to try to get our Eternal Blessing on our boots for now, so that way we can get Meat Shield on our Golem. Let's try it. We would need 1 red. If we can get Flame Golem here with Meat Shield, and then if we can roll our boots to have 1 red, 1 blue. I guess we are pure dex. We're trying to get 2 off. Maybe we should force... Never mind. I don't know if I spent more than just paying for 1 red, 1 blue. I was thinking, honestly, when I started spamming them, I was thinking my boots were evasion ES. But I forgot they're pure evasion for right now. We don't have our pyro. Normally we're supposed, not pyro, we're supposed to have a storm blast mine or something. And we throw the mine for single target. Because every mine, like, if we're fighting a boss, every mine that we throw under them makes them take 5% more damage. So eventually we have like a whole mine set up for single target that we throw down to crank our damage a good bit. Okay, so we are stuck with this setup, but we can change our craft on... Let's actually change the craft on the shield rather than the ring. Because worst case scenario, if we keep using this ring long term, if we get our cold res settled, we can drop this cold res for 1 minimum endurance. So let's change this here to strength and dex. Nope. 4C to do it. We don't need that much, do we? 139, 148. We only need 10. A little bit more than 10 to use it at 20. So I think we can settle for the cheap craft. Okay. This ring, I don't think right now is usable because we can't sacrifice the reses. We'll just stash those 2 things. Cool. Well, that kept us at roughly the same life we were at before, but that allowed us to get another 29% chaos res. So we are now 25% positive from -4. So that's cool. That should help a good bit. And then let's grab Meat Shield. It also keeps them defensive too. So that'll be nice. Hopefully that'll keep him from running off and like killing things on his own. Because I'm usually not near the mobs too much. So. Alright, let's go see how this feels. We should have more cast speed now. I will say I wish I had some form of life regen for my little minion boys, but it's probably too much to invest in. Because, like, right now, I guess he does have a little bit of passive regen. I just saw it go up a tad. But yeah, like, he still took some damage, and before he had no, or, like, I guess maybe he just, like, if he takes that bit of damage again, but I guess he is regenning up, so... They love being the minion variety. Countering my favorite playstyle. Very rude. Okay, look at this challenging gameplay.
I am no beast of burden.
Hello. Go with courage.
I'm pretty happy. Like, that was, that weapon was a pretty... I feel like, I mean... I don't know if there's something I'm missing on POB, or maybe he just didn't put, like, a crazy weapon on the POB. But I feel like, I mean... Other than missing some mana and maybe messing with the arcane shield a little bit, like, maybe that damage is, like, a little off. I don't know. But I feel like that weapon I just got, I mean, according to the POB, is a pretty big damage increase. Like I said, unless I'm missing something. It's better than the endgame version for this build. Another tower. Holy shit. Well, let's see how another tower is with, show you? Okay. So here, under items, this is, oh, hold on, let me add, this is my scepter, right? And if I crafted spell damage, and I got 50, oh wait, hold on. That craft is bigger than what I was able to do. Hold on, mine ended up being, wait, am I missing a spell damage craft? Mine was 45 to 54. Oh well. I got 53 roll. And it's saying it's gonna be 859,000 more DPS. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have my display capture on. Sorry about that. So this is the weapon I'm using. My bad. I'm sorry about that. I turned my display capture off earlier when I was going through files. I didn't want to like dox myself with like files on my computer or something. But yeah, so this is what I have, and right here it says 859,000 full DPS increase, and then this is the wand that he has set up. I mean, it is a pretty basic wand, so I mean, I guess it makes sense. The only exception is the mana buffing Arcane Shield. I have less mana on mine than he has. But, like, I don't have the +1 to fire skills, but I have so much flat damage, and more spell damage roll, and LE damage roll, and then only a little bit less cast speed. So it's like, I don't know, at least according to the POB with this setup, it says it's a pretty big damage upgrade. Now I'm curious if we go to high investment. I don't think this properly updated. Put the mace into POB? Okay. Add it to the build. Let's go back to endgame. And then if I actually put it on, we go to 6.8 mil full DPS from endgame one. Just flat 6 mil. Bigger ignite too. Yeah, and if we jump to high investment, it seems to be even better than the high investment. High investment were 15.7. Oh, never mind, never mind. So, high investment is better with this wand. I'm sorry, not that wand, this wand. Yeah, we're gaining a shit ton with this one. Okay. So basically, yeah, we're losing 1.6 mil. Yeah, no, we basically have a better than endgame weapon at the moment, which is good. So pretty much, I don't think I really need to focus on weapon at all for a while. Like, I think I'm good. Until, like, everything else for ages, yeah. Until everything else is sorted. That's exciting. It's nice having an item that's not gonna be like... I feel like everything I'm wearing is just like, oh, until I get something better, until I get higher eye level, until I get this, you know? Where that one's like... Frickin', I don't even know if I'm gonna replace that in the time span of me playing this character. probably do 1 or 2 more maps before I head off. What time is it? Yeah, it's 5:30 almost. I've been staying up too late recently. I need to try to, like, actually get to sleep and fix this shit. Hopefully I don't wake up at noon again. Or, I woke up even earlier than that.
Let's get it done. Cover me.
Oh, by the way, if you get any Shaper shields, ideally a decent base, but I may just take, like, any Shaper shield. I'll look at it in a second when I'm done this tower. As long as I have the strength requirement to use it, I think it's okay. I think any shield base can get +1 totems, right? Shaper? I guess I'll have to double check that too. Ideally, I need to roll +1 totems. So I can have 4 totems out. Alright, where is our escape route? Looks like it's up this way? Yeah.
Take you all down with me.
You know what I'm gonna do? I hope this doesn't kill me. Wait, no, she's not done yet. Okay, shit. I jumped the gun. I hope this doesn't kill me. Okay, I'm doing much better on my mana now. It's hurting me a little bit more on my life. I turned off my automation, so I wasn't arcane cloaking on the run out. And because I wasn't arcane cloaking, I think arcane cloak is like a little bit extra of the mind over matter, right? Oh wait, never mind. 75% of damage from hits is taken from buff before your life or energy. Okay. Never mind. I thought it was like extra, I thought it was like extra mind over matter, but it did help my mana not to just get like booty blasted. I don't know what's better, honestly. I definitely took more life damage because that buff wasn't absorbing some of the hits.
Greetings. Go with courage.
I'll have to try another one where I actually...
Till next time, shall we?
where I keep it on and see how it feels. Because I also upped my chaos res since the last one I did. Did I get everything from that? I did not. Okay. And I'm not done the map either, so we can yoink the rest of that shit and then finish clearing. How far off on the mana am I? Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Did you try crafting it? You hit the totem roll. I hope you didn't waste too much, because I think the strength is too high. Although it has strength on it. I don't know, I don't think I can lose, I mean, I guess I'm not losing much. Just did some harvest to see. Gotcha. I mean... what is it that I actually use for endgame? Can you craft suppress on a solid can you craft suppress on a solid armor base?
Farewell. Keep your life to your own.
Oh shit, okay. I guess so. Only 5%. Oh, did you do the cheaper one? Thank you.
Farewell.
Oh, it just rolls from 5 to 10 and you just hit 5. Is that what happened?
Farewell.
That's fine. I mean, I can just redo it later. It's no big deal. Oh, I see. I was gonna say, because I knew it went to 10. That's why I asked you if you just did, like, the cheaper one or something. But yeah. The colors we need, however... we could move our triple blue and then just... oh no, don't worry. I'm also like I wouldn't expect you to do the bigger craft for me. Yeah, I think this is going to be an upgrade. I'm losing 79% spell damage, but gaining a whole nother totem, I'm pretty sure is better than that. Alright, let's craft one blue on this bad boy. Oh, crafts. I guess no, spell power is a prefix. There might be I don't know if there's a suffix shittier spell power, one. One blue. Oh. Okay. That's fine. And then I need... Yeah, I mean, I can check what other suffixes, or I can just keep the little bit of suppress. How much is big suppress? Oh, big suppress is only 4C. What else can we craft? Either a res, stats. We could do hybrid chaos res, right? To get some more chaos res. Either that, or if we rolled 10%, we could up our spell suppress from 48 to 58%. Would get us a little closer. Just the odds of that happening just slightly better. Fuck it, we'll just pop suppress on it. We'll just do the bigger roll real fast. Just one, though. If it doesn't roll 10, we'll just leave it. Okay, only 8. That's fine. I think the plan is to get a... Hopefully get another base. Because this is actually decent rolled. Like, compared to what I'm wearing, it's... I forgot about the implicit life, too. It's actually 50, 60, 70. Like, a little bit more life when you factor in the strength as well. And we're getting fire res, which is going to make getting the rest of our gear easier at some point. And our +1 totems. That's cool. We just need something with strength on it. Like this. Oh, wait. Is that going to be enough? Oh, just barely. Cool. 4 totem, baby. Poo poo poo. You are the bomb, Bombo. If I get anything good for you, I shall give it to you. Absolutely free, of course. But also at the cost of all your divines. $20D. 28 now. That's crazy. Another Maven encounter done.
Greetings, journey will.
I will say, I know I'm still slow at completing the Atlas, but you know what I'm much better at than I used to be? Actually, like, adding in these encounters. I used to be too scared to run, like, Maven and Eater and all that in my maps. I'd be grinding T16s before I would even start those quest chains. I was really dumb for a while with that. But this league I've been doing much better about, like, if it lets me put it in. Oh, I just realized our Necropolis and Park upgraded, so we're gonna have 2 T11s. that we need to redo. But anyway, one more map, and then we're gonna end, folks. The nice thing is that extra totem is more regen too. Like, not only is it more damage, but every totem we get is 5%, like 5% more mana regen or something like that, so we just regen that much faster when our arcane shield, the arcane cloak procs. I gotta get used to clicking 4 times now, though. Ow. Oh, we also don't have a golem out. He died at some point, probably during the tower. I imagine most of the time, I'll have to keep an eye on it, but most of the time I lose my golem is probably trying to escape the tower. He probably gets hit by those AoE blasts too, and just gets destroyed, would be my guess. Oh man, the super speed shrine, increasing our cast speed. Look at all our pops. Yeah, I am happy. I'm having fun. This build is a blast. It's not like, it's not Giga Zoom or anything, but I think it's fast enough where it doesn't feel slow to me. Like, the RF build felt slow. It felt like it took me forever to clear a map. Obviously, this looks fast right now because I'm freaking speed buffed to shit, but even when I'm not, it feels like we're ripping the maps decently fast. Single target damage feels really good right now. Like, map bosses are a joke. Get ready, here's a map boss. And map boss is gone. That was like a double one, and they were separated, so I had to like kill them individually.
Greetings. Till next time, shall we keep saving?
Steppen Erd. Unaffected by desecrated ground. Movement speed on shock ground. Damage on burning ground. Regen on chilled ground. Wow, it's such a cool item. Yo, you know what those boots reminded me of? Do you remember the sorcerer boots back in the day? What were they called? Everyone way in the back in the day would chant the sorcerer boots for the hope of like that was like the big unique, or one of the big uniques back in the day. Damn, I'm spacing on the name. Do they even still exist? Or are they just like so irrelevant? Like, are they still like a rare item but just super irrelevant? I haven't seen them anywhere. Hey, a Valorb. Lose flask charges. That's fine. We don't even use flasks right now. Except for life and mana sometimes. Unfortunately, We popped that and didn't even get one Battle Orb out of it. That's fine.
Hello. Journey well. Keep your life to your own.
It's bugging me, honestly. I wanted to say they were like star something or something like that, but I don't think that's right. Skyforth. There you go. Not star, sky. The same general direction. I got close. Alright, let's do our Polaric Invitation and see how it goes. We're not fully set up for single target or anything, but we shouldn't need it for this guy. Worst case, we take a little longer to kill him.
Maven, the challenge begins. Your champion will fall. Simulacrum. Astral Everlast.
Not bad.
Star.
Look at that. Ooh. The meteors hurt, though. Pretty quick kill. I think we definitely have the damage for T16 maps. It's just going to be a matter of if we can survive them. Alright. Well, I said that was going to be the last one, even though I'm addicted. I'm going to play a little bit off stream while I eat a snack and stuff, but probably not super long. But yeah, I mean, thanks to Bombo, we got our shield for +1 totem. We got a really nice weapon from the tree tonight, and we weren't even trying to get a weapon from the tree, so there's that. Other than that, most of our gear hasn't changed much. Rings, belt, boots kind of changed a little bit. Amulet changed earlier today. But we're getting there. Hopefully we can get to the point where we are getting high enough eye level for the highest suppress, and we can start working on chest, helmet, and boots, and hopefully get suppress capped eventually. So I think I understand now why they do 90 to 96 for suppression. Probably because we don't really get good suppression until high tier maps. Getting the rolls ourselves on SSF. Because, I guess that makes a little more sense, but that's fine. I like having partial suppress. Basically, this is what we were supposed to wait on. This is supposed to be 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, and then 96. But I'm glad I have it now. I'm fine with it, and now our levels can be invested into what we want. Alrighty, yep, I'm off now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll be back again tomorrow. Probably try to do the daytime stream tomorrow. I know I didn't do it today. I was tired, but hopefully I get a good amount of sleep tonight and we will be able to do the daytime. So we'll be doing our typical 2 streams. First one starting probably between 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern. Unless I wake up earlier than that and can't fall back asleep, maybe I'll start earlier. We'll see. But then the second stream will be the late night one, which was this one, which will start between 2 to 3 a.m. Eastern. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that follow button if you did enjoy and are not already following, just so you can find me again. And if you didn't enjoy, then you don't have to. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.